What in the heck are those judges looking for anyway? You looked it up on the Federation's website, but it's all pretty vague. So today I'm going to give you the top 5 areas that I look at when I'm judging a show. And if you focus on these, you'll be headed in the right direction to get placed in the top 5 of your show. Now, before we start, I want to address the idea that it doesn't matter how you look because the judges just pick what they like or the judges are biased on people that they know. So by and large, this is a false accusation. Like each federation has their set of specific guidelines for each division that the judges must learn. And prior to actually judging the show, they usually have to be a test judge. So this means that they judge the show, but their scores don't count. And at the end, they see how they did compared to all the other judges, get feedback, and learn how to improve. And they'll be a test judge until they're competent. And in case you don't know, they will take the top score and the bottom score and they will throw those out so that things are more fair. Now, is there an occasional bias? Yes, I'm sure it happens. But it's been my experience over the past 10 years that most judges have a very high level of integrity, and as fellow competitors, they're dedicated to following the guidelines and giving you the best possible feedback. So let's get into the top 5 things that I look for as a judge so that you can go into the process more informed and with a better idea of what to focus on your training. Number 1, conditioning, also known as leanness. Now, way more competitors come in too soft than too lean. And yes, I know it's a lot of sacrifice and discipline to stay consistent with your diet, but we need to see what's under there, okay? You may need a longer prep or pick a later show, and that's okay. So one way to pick a show date is kind of work it backwards and consider that losing 1 pound a week is a pretty healthy way to cut. So decide with your trainer what you think, what would be your ideal weight for the show, and then count back from there. So let's say you need to lose 20 pounds. Find a show that's closer to 20 weeks out. This way you're not killing yourself and your metabolism. We want you to be healthy through the process. We don't want too lean with stringy looking muscles by all means either. So we do want to see those healthy, full-bodied muscles. Number 2, muscle size. I know this is different for every category, but every competitor looks better with some evenly distributed muscle. Why? Because muscle is what gives you the shape, those curves that are so pretty. The other thing to realize is that when you're in off season and you're not yet leaning out, you can look way bigger and it can be deceiving how much muscle is in there, as in it may not be as much as you think. So you're going to end up cutting quite a lot of fat off your body by the time you get to show day, and you need to have muscle underneath to support the shape. And if you're competing naturally, it's pretty hard to get too big. So keep lifting heavy during your improvement season. Number 3 is glutes. Okay, ladies, I know this is a touchy subject, but seriously, glutes is the answer. Just ask Instagram. No, but seriously, I would say conservatively, 80 to 90% of competitors could improve their backsides, myself included. Now, you may have heard that shows are won from the back. I've seen many competitors that have a great physique, but have neglected their glutes over more dominant body parts. Don't be afraid to lift heavy to build in this area, okay? You may need to add an extra day or 2 in the gym to target your glutes. It's definitely not hard to find exercise ideas online in case you want to mix it up. Again, we hold a lot of fat in this area, so when we drop it and there's not enough muscle underneath, we can look flat and saggy in our lean state. Number 4 is symmetry. We are looking for symmetry between your upper body and your lower body, meaning that ideally your muscle mass is balanced throughout your body. And most of us have certain body parts that grow quickly and others that are stubborn as hell, right? So work with your trainers to break through any plateaus and focus on bringing up your weaker areas. I know that you love to work your best parts. Of course, I do too. For me, it's shoulders and back. But be honest with yourself in the mirror. Ask your trainer for feedback if it's hard for you to see it. And if you're top or bottom heavy, Maybe you need an extra day to work on the smaller half, or maybe you push more maintenance weight on the stronger, bigger half. But you will absolutely be judged more favorably if you are more symmetrical. This is a factor that often differentiates placement, since so many women are not balanced with their muscle mass. So do what you can to improve your symmetry. Number 5, presentation. How do you look when you walk onto stage to make a first impression? How do you transition into poses? Do you look relaxed and confident? Do you pay attention to the details so that it looks seamless? Now, I can't stress the importance of presentation enough. And y'all know that this is the area that I can help you excel. The keys are getting a good posing coach and giving yourself enough time to put in the reps required to get confident with posing. Those pros that you watch that have impeccable posing, believe me, they put in a lot of hours practicing year-round to look as good and natural as they can. Now, you did not spend all that time, effort, and sweat to not display yourself in the best light possible. After all, those months of prep have led you to these 10 minutes on stage. You want to showcase everything you worked so hard for. So please don't put posing as a last-minute thought. It is so very important. And yes, it can make a difference in your placing. We as judges are looking for athletes who are having fun, are engaging, and able to show us their physique in the best way possible. Now, a great way for you to get started with your posing training is with my posing masterclass, where you learn all the basics in short, detailed videos. Learn on your own time with my expert guidance, and you'll be several steps above the competition. I'll link it below. Now, I absolutely love being part of the fitness family. I have been a trophy presenter, an expediter, a urine collector, a tanning assistant / butt gluer, a posing coach, and competitor, and I've loved every one of those roles. I've also had the distinct honor of being a judge, and I really feel that being a judge is a privilege because I know what it means to be the competitor. For me, I found it very enlightening when I judged for the first time and then competed afterwards. It really gave me a different perspective and definitely an appreciation for what it takes to quickly look through a large group of people and discern placement. And it really reinforced what I already knew about the importance of great posing and stage presence. So the top 5 to recap are conditioning, muscle size, glutes, symmetry, and presentation. These are the 5 areas that I give the most feedback on. So I hope you found it helpful. Go ahead and drop me a comment. Let me know how these apply to you, or, what are you working on for your next show? Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you got some value from today. You can always reach out and connect with me on social at Get Poised or my website at getpoised.net. Have a great day and best of luck on your next show.